When they called me boy, in their own voice, Words That Wound, a Burden of History series. This one dives into the history and lived experiences of Black men being infantilized, disrespected, and diminished with the word boy. It connects personal stories to the long shadow of slavery, Jim Crow, and systemic racism. The word boy seems harmless until it's weaponized. For Black men, being called boy has never been about age. It has been about power. For centuries, it was a way to deny manhood, dignity, and respect. To remind Black men that no matter their age, their labor, or their service, they would never be seen as equals. These are the voices of those who have lived with that word.
James, a soldier without honor, humiliation. My name is James. I served in the U.S. Army. After returning from deployment, wearing my uniform, a man called me boy at a gas station. I had just risked my life for this country, and still, I was not seen as a man or a soldier, but as less than him. That word cut deeper than any battlefield wound.
Terrence. At work. Daily disrespect. I'm Terrence, a manager at a warehouse. A younger white supervisor once barked across the floor, "Boy, get that done." I stood there, older than him, more experienced than him, and all he saw was someone he thought he could command. I wasn't a manager in that moment. I was just his boy.
Samuel, Memory of Jim Crow, History's Weight. My name is Samuel. I'm 82 years old, raised in Mississippi. Back then, it didn't matter if you were 10 or 50, if you were black, you were a boy. White men called my father boy as he stood, tall and proud, after 12 hours in the fields. I'll never forget the look in my father's eyes. He swallowed his pride to survive, but I saw the pain it left.
Marcus, A Father's Lesson, Fear and Protection. I'm Marcus, a father of 3. One day my son came home from high school angry because a teacher had called him boy in front of the class. He asked me, "Dad, why does it hurt so much?" I had to tell him the truth, that the word was meant to make him small, to strip away respect, and that it's been used on Black men for generations. Watching his face fall hurt more than hearing it myself.
Elijah, refusal to shrink, defiance and resilience. My name is Elijah. I'm a lawyer. A client's relative once tried to put me in my place by calling me boy. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "I am not your boy. I am a man, and you will address me with respect." He stammered, but I didn't care. I won't shrink myself for anyone's comfort.
Boy is not just a word, it is a weapon of history designed to strip Black men of dignity. It was shouted on plantations, whispered under Jim Crow, and still spoken in workplaces, classrooms, and streets today. Each time it is used, it carries the echo of chains and the sting of disrespect. A Black man is not a boy. He is a father, a son, a soldier, a worker, a leader. He is a man. And no word, no matter how small, can erase that truth. This is Burden of History, Words That Wound. Truth isn't just told, it's restored.